It's the middle of the winter, and we have just arrived in France. The past couple of days were pretty cloudy, and today sun is nowhere to be seen. How do you get electricity while camping? Is the question I get asked a lot. Both of us rely on electricity a lot. Just look at all the things we have to charge every day. So how do we get enough electricity to keep us going all year round? Well, our setup is pretty simple and it doesn't break the bank. We have a 300-volt solar panel and spend most of the year chasing the sun, which usually provides us with plenty of power to charge the battery. Our 260 amps leisure battery is heavy and not as trendy as those new light lithium batteries. But after being on the road for nearly 2 years, it's still working perfectly. We also have an inverter which is in simple terms converts the power from the battery to power that could be used by appliances. You see, appliances use a different type of power as opposed to your battery. So this guy, Mr. Inverter, acts as a middleman. It's really important to have it in your van, especially if you want to charge things like laptops. Solar charge controller does 2 jobs. First, it regulates the voltage coming from the solar panel to the battery and prevents the battery from overcharging. Secondly, it also has a little dashboard to show how your battery and solar panel are doing, but we mainly use it to keep our eye on a battery level. When we bought our motorhome 2 years ago, it already had electrical wiring in place, but a pretty small solar panel and an old battery, which we had to replace. So overall, we invested a lot less in our system setup comparing with other VanLifers. But is this enough for us? At this point, we had nothing but cloudy days, and we woke up and our battery is in red. It's really low, we can't charge anything, we can't put the heating on, we can't put the hot water on. So we're gonna drive for a couple of hours and hopefully find a campground with the electricity hookups. I am recording this part a week later after spending the last week traveling through France. Daily bad weather and not even a tiny bit of sunshine is getting me down and making our battery really upset. If you work and travel throughout a winter in Central Europe, off-grid camping is no longer something that I would recommend doing. Today we are traveling towards a paid parking spot where it's supposed to have electrical hookups so we can finally charge the battery. 9 p.m. we just arrived at this campground that has the electrical hookups, but it's full, so we can't park here. So we just decided to walk the dogs very quickly, and Thomas is currently googling where we can spend the night next. We barely have enough power to charge our laptops and phones during the day, and by the time evening comes, we have nothing left, so we can't even put the heating on. And if being completely honest, if I would have recorded this video a week earlier as I was supposed to, you would have heard a completely different story, because last year we had no problems while camping. We were spending our winter in south of Spain, and if I remember correctly, we only had one day when we had to go to the cafe to charge our laptops, and that was because we parked up under the tree. So as an overall, I'm glad I'm telling you this story, because I suppose this is a more truthful story of what it's like in Central Europe. I'm really struggling. I'm feeling cold, very stressed. I'm not feeling my brightest. So I'm excited to go home. Good morning. So last night we managed to find a parking spot with electricity hookups, and now we have a heating on. It's really cold outside. It looks like it anyway, but it's really nice and toasty inside, and I'm feeling very relieved. We really needed this. It's been one cold week, because looking at the forecast, it's just the ice and snow and rain for the foreseeable. So yeah, no sunshine. Have a good day.